She's the one who took everything!
Who are you?
Wait!
Sorry, Eamon.
I think, usually when you see a game being played out, the draft plays a very, very important role. So that is where the decider is going to be whether they want to stick to the meta or if they want to go for their own comfortable position here. But the thing about this current pattern, the current meta, is that it's very versatile. You can play any hero that you really want to do well on. And there's a lot of comfort here too as well. And it usually comes out very, very handy. So maybe even if people want to stick to their own comfort picks, I think there's a lot of heroes that are into the meta. There are a lot of heroes that they can use, especially into the jungle and even into the gold lane side. And I think that is where they will be able to, balance out what they want to do here. So let's head into the game directly because we are already done with the draft. Terizla is one of my favorite hero, Ash, and it's being brought back into the meta.
Yes, of course, it's brought back into the meta, but I believe there is a lot of counters for this Terizla into the EXP lane, which can be utilized against him, but I don't see any counter right now. Celestial
Yeah.
Twilight from Valiant Goals went for that Yuzong, and this guy O2 need comeback. He doesn't need a comeback for real. I mean, he
Yeah.
always set back for his team, and he's the real MVP, the X Factor, you can say whatever. But from Valiant Goals, he's the main man for them. So I'm
Oh.
really eagerly waiting for him to play well in this game as well.
One thing I had a problem about the Terizla pick is that I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a deny pick here because they already have the Leomord, right? And usually when you have a Leomord, the Terizla does really, really well against it. And I think that is also gonna be becoming a factor for them because you usually don't want to pick out the Terizla just like that. You wanna use it to try to counter it. And I don't see anything they can do well with the Terizla here coming through from the side of Alien Goals here because it is actually very important that you have that early game momentum, especially into that first turtle when you are on a Terizla. And Kiyoshi is on a Lancelot, and that Terizla is, he doesn't really have a way to get a Lancelot here.
Of course, I mean, puncture, phantom execution, a lot of skills to flew back from that Terizla penetration zone. But for now, first turtle into the land of dawn, and it might get contested from both the sides. Ichimura is interested onto it.
Yeah, they are actually, but level 4 up to the top lane side. Here we go. It's got to be careful. The Venom, I don't think this should be. Valiant Goal could have been so much better if they were able to take this turtle here, man. It could have been so much worth it because you could see they have a winning XP lane side, right? And they could have played so much better onto the top side. Try to pressurize onto the winning lane that you already have. Take the turtle and be done with it because you do not want to give out the first turtle into the hands of Ichimura, which a Leomord is. So yeah, that's definitely a big mistake coming through from Valiant Goals here.
I believe two things. Like in MPL Malaysia, is like if you're not contesting the turtle, you should go and grab some buffs from the jungle of your opponent's side. But that's thing also not done by Kyoshi at this moment. But burst coming out, follow up onto the EXP. Still, the goal lane is totally neglected from both the sides.
Yeah.
You don't want to go for the gang there.
Actually, that should have been the case since the start of the game for Valiant Ghouls here because they really have a good AoE with the Zeton. Of course, the Zeton really does well when you want to go for those objective fights. They have a very long cooldown onto the ultimate, but it comes in handy when you are trying to contest for the neutral objectives. Now they have to focus a bit onto the goal lane here, which they are forced to do so because of the rotation coming through from Viper Matrix here. Look at that though.
Lantern Flare, Tech Trust, 2 people knock on now. Fear of the Phoenix with the initiation coming in. Look at the burst onto that Grog, but he finds his way back. And Sodi got missed into the way. Now there's the Crimson Bacon used as well. Puncture comes in, Throne Rose as well. And there will be the skirmish from the Leo mode with the Phantom Steed. He goes in. First blood secured. Ichimura from Viper Matrix.
Yeah, that is a very, very good first blood coming through from Viper Matrix here. This shouldn't have become a problem for the side of Valiant Ghoul instead. Because the early game rotation that they were trying to go for doesn't really work out well. Rico, though, he's trying to go in a 1v1 situation, trying to force out Celestial Twilight here, but he cannot really do anything about that. But a bit of a free farm for the bottom lane. This is a hurry by Rico.
Okay, Sodi connected. Now the penetration zone onto that
No.
Phantom player. He got a lot of stun there, a lot of pulling. And that's the reason he falls down before the second turtle. And now you again have a great chance to grab this turtle for your side.
Yeah, this shouldn't have been actually a contest, but hey, Phantom Steed.
Glorious pathway as well. That's a double horse seed this time.
Oh.
Opponent side retribution. Kyoshi finds the turtle there, but look at the lantern player. On to the
Okay.
backline. The Sodi connected. Moscow appears. There is no rotation from the Harrod though. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's still fighting there. But it will be the penetration zone coming in. Kyoshi grabbed a kill on the Grok. And we're gonna see the 5v2 combination here. We have the Phoenix. There is a stall. And this will be Rika going down there. But he will be taking out Celestial Twilight with that inch of damage from the skill one.
This is exactly what I'm talking about when they were trying to go for the fight onto the neutral objective. Villain Ghouls, they have so much of a better set here. But then Viper Matrix, they were trying to go for the force fight onto the turtle here when they did not really have that advantage. But then again, the trade out is so much in favor for the side of Villain Ghouls right now because they have a Lancelot. When you have 3 items on his kit, it's so much easier for him to burst the backlines as much as possible. And yeah, Lancelot does has a very, very good neutral objective. Take 2 on top of that, so that's going to be a big problem. But hey, bot lane 1v1 situation, B to the left. I think he's been free farming quite a lot for a long time now, and I'm pretty sure he have a good goal lead as well. So Viper Matrix, they should be banking on the way that the Harris can play this game.
He's playing like Kyle. I mean, till level 8, level 9, you don't engage anywhere. You just
Yeah, you
stay on
don't.
your lane and then you will go and join the team fights. And I love this kind of play from a Harrod player, of course. But
Yeah,
now
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a follow-up coming in here. I might be a little bit of gank from the Grok. He's anticipating it. Anshu being there as well. Moscow joining here. But no signs of gank here.
Yeah, I think that's a Rico though is gonna be traded on to the top lane side, but look at that.
Okay, Fury the Phoenix, and he got stumbled there. Lantern Flare with the Crimson Bacon got used. A lot of resources burned down, but now the Glorious Pathway will be used. Hylas goes back. Revitalizing popped up there. Black Dragon joining the team fight as well. He will be immaculating a lot of damage there, but not gonna zone out each and every members or taking out the casualties from Viper Matrix at this moment. This will be another turtle trade coming out from Valiant Goals. Maybe a contest, who knows? No.
I would really prefer if, O2 Need Comeback has a free farm onto the top lane side rather than participating to the team fight right now because, hey, that's going to be a dive from Kiyoshi. Waldo?
Leg charge, 2 people knock on. Leomod goes in, Ichimura finds a kill on Cassius, and that will be Rika onto Aramba. 2-man down, Glorious Pathway used, but no one gonna survive back into the track. It will be Viper Matrix with the domination. But onto the top.
Yeah. That is going to be a trade out actually, perfectly done here. But onto the mid side though, Phantom Execution just to clear out onto the minions here. Very good job, well done by Kiyoshi instead. Onto the bot lane as well. This might be a really good take onto the turret, but that's going to be a fast rotation coming through from Viper Matrix, which make it so much harder for Valiant to try to take any turret down. But the way the macro style has been okay, wait, the walls though?
He's not in a better position. He will be taken out by Anshu here. It's just like you should have went into the mid lane, but now another fight is
Mhm.
going into the jungle area of Viper
Okay.
Matrix. Later of HP for the Terrorist Lies still sustaining with an immune. River Lies popped out by
Wow.
Hydas, but he's getting strumbled with those Lantern Flare. Romba in a very bad position will be taken out with that final blow. No. He's still alive. He's still surviving. He
Oh,
will
what?
make sure that he will go back into the safer side with that inch of
Mhm.
health onto the top. So split pushing
Yeah.
from who needs comeback.
That is finally the thing that I wanted Villain Ghost to do here. Try to let the Moskov play alone for a long while, and I don't think there was any reason for Kiasish to be onto the bottom lane as well, because the Zetan doesn't really need to be alone onto the lane. You should be the one staying with the team together so that the peel will be definitely up to the power when the team fights come through as well. And it could have been the work for O2 needs come back to be into the side lanes as much as possible, because they have their kit, they have this kind of composition where they want to play onto the long lanes. They have a Lancelot, they have a Moskov. They don't need to stay together as much as possible. But here, the finally coming through. But ASOD onto the top lane side, he's gonna have to take it. But the lore is already up. As who's gonna start it though?
I think Viper Matrix does have a better chance to start this law for their side, but they will also wait to see like the zone, the proper area, because like the Zetian will easily take out the infos on Viper Matrix, but Viper
Yeah.
Matrix they need to zone out properly on those bushes. But now I believe this is not at all a brawl server game. It's more into the macro thing right now
Mm,
because 1-1
mhm.
structure has been taken out. But what is Kyoshi doing there? Totally giving out the info
Uh,
onto his bot lane.
when it's finally revealed, then it's gonna be so much easier for. Okay, look at the wall though.
The structure falls down. Killing spree happen onto Odin. Come back. There is the Black Dragon emerging, but this time the Lantern Flare is onto the high loss. He goes in with a double petrify combo. Not gonna surviving the double kill from Ichimura. That is the finishing coming out from the Leo mode, and it might gonna give them the Lord as well. Okay.
Mhm.
Kyoshi comes in with a puncture, and he's still away from the Lord. I don't
Yeah,
believe. I don't think he will go for it. Oh no, he's
you
trying though.
can.
He's trying something. He's going for the bug. Now he'll go
Okay,
for another
okay.
puncture. Oh my goodness! Oh my holy lord! It will be the retribution from Kyoshi, and not only him,
Oh,
his comeback. He comes in with that SOD, finds the kill there. Kyoshi falls down, but look at the damage with the Spear of Misery. Had it falls down, final blow onto the hand of Hylos, and now another Spear of Misery comes into the way. The Lantern Flare into the way as well. Terizla coming from the behind. He might gonna go for the penetration zone, but no. That Spear of Misery will just make him push back into the
oh.
faulty grass. But now the Lord is into the hand of Alien Goals. They have a opportunity to open up the map for them.
There were so many reasons for Viper Matrix to not start anything but Jung. Oh, we taken down again. Look at the stun.
Okay, the sun comes in. 3-man caught into the way of the penetration zone. The Moscow still surviving though. Phantom Lantern
Oh.
Flare, the Fear one is there. Is giving out the damage. Spear of Misery. He goes back. Leo mode comes in the way. Yes, Sony.
Okay.
Does it connect? Okay, no. He survives. He survives with immune.
Okay, that was a close call coming through right there for Villain Goals. But then again, they were supposed to be losing out onto the team fight, but one move coming through from Kiyoshi and a lack of control from Viper Matrix made it so much harder for Valiant, so much easier for Valiant Goals to take that to take that Lord and win onto the team fight as well. Now we are going to be going into the later part of the game where the Moskov will be coming so much earlier online. When the team fight goes in, he'll definitely be able to find that position that he's looking for, and he'll be able to penetrate into the backline as much as possible. But then again, this could have been so much cleaner for Valiant Goals, and the same goes for Viper Matrix as well, because that love fight, if they were sure that Kiyoshi was around the corner, they could have reset that Lord and try to rebuild and go for and wait for their resources to come through, because they really do know that without the textures, there's no control that they can do onto the Lancelot. This is where the foul pick onto the Terizla comes through, because you cannot really catch out the Lancelot and he's just free and taking in, going in and out, and it's so easy for him to walk around. And finally, Villain Goals, they are trying to get clean with the lane things that they are trying to do, but still, Viper Matrix, they are not far behind. They still have the Harris that they can play around with.
I mean, you were on a 4v3 situation. You could have,
Yeah.
I believe you could have taken on to that Lancelot during that Lord.
Mhm.
It should have been Leomon only to that Lord pit, but no, this doesn't happen there. It was something
Yeah.
else happened. The retribution onto the mark. He
Mhm.
clutched still the Lord from the hand of Ichimura, and now he's
Mhm.
preparing for another clutch still maybe, but the situation with the macro is kind of good for Valiant Goals at this moment. They have
Yeah.
more structure, they have more map
Yeah.
open for their side. So like
Mhm.
frequent fights might be taken out. And if you're gonna see the Lord vicinity, it's also
Yeah.
helping them with that tier 1 falling from the mid.
Yeah, exactly. And now this is definitely going to be better for them, so because they are the long lanes is going to be in favor of their side, and they have a long lane player, which is the Moskov. He can join into the team fight as long as much as he want. Like he have the SOD. That's what I wanted them to do onto that first Lord fight as well, because the Lancelot wasn't there. You were questioning, right? Why Kiyoshi was there? I was actually questioning it too, because it could have been so much better for O2 need come back to be there onto the long lanes rather than the Lancelot. But right now, contest might come to Rico trying to go into the front line.
Lord Dance, Black Dragon emerges, want to go for the backline trap, but before that, we're
Oh.
going to see that Hylos also giving out the zones. Zatian in a better position. Knock on comes in, Fuel the Phoenix. What did his comeback falls out? Off cam kill, just handed into the hand of Harris. But now the Hylos going in there in a very bad position, flickering out from the scenario. And now is the Terizla getting trapped down. He will also flicker out here. Lot of resources burned down, but this will Fusion getting down. Puncture comes in, he goes into the trap. But okay, look at the Leo mode. He goes in with the Phantom Steed. Harris joins the team fight. Zaman first spot in the way. Zhang falls down. Slain happened to a Romba. Glorious Path is still on to the point. Leo mode at the very inch of health, but he finds his way back. But now into the mid tier 2. Cannon minions are there. Terizla will be defending it out easily. Oh, he's not waiting. He went for the penetration zone, but Zatian with the flicker finds his way back.
There was a perfect penalty zone as well, but a bait onto the flicker from Kiyashi's. But onto the other hand, it could have been so much value. It became so much value onto the Lancelot here because of the Terizla. But this is what I was talking about. The Terizla really cannot do anything to the Lancelot, and we could see how much of a problem he having cozy into that team fight. Because if it was any other hero that can lock down onto the Lancelot, I think the fight could have been won by Viper Metrics because they want to stay into the team fight. They have a Leo mode. You want to fight and try to gamble as much as possible, but they cannot really do that because Lancelot is just so much of a sneaky hero.
You know, this guy just told in the stream that he's going to do something new today, and he's doing that thing with the Lancelot. SOD connected, Lancelot player coming in, Crimson Bacon into the way, Dragon is getting a lot of damage in the airborne situation. We're going to see the Glorious Pathway coming in. The follow was not so sure from Valiant Goals. They will be retaliating back into the Lord pit. But for now, do you think we're going to see the contest? Oh, Grok is going for the zone. Terizla into the way. He does have the penalty zone into his pocket. But let's see. Lord with the knock-on. There is a Zaman first popping over there. Harris goes in, finds the kill onto the Dragon. It's the Terizla with the final blow. And now the penalty zone comes in. Double happened to Kiyoshi. He got shut down, but doesn't matter. Hylos falls down here. It might be a lot for the side of team Viper Matrix Esports, but look at the Moscow, what he's doing, backdoor entry! No, Harris into the way.
Oh, this was so much good. This is why you wanna... Oh, 1v1 though?
Okay, 1v1. He might get falls down, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the Harris buff, man. This is the Harris buff.
Late game Harris with the Holy Crystal without any defense onto the hands of O2 needs come back, but now the lore is up into the... Oh, wait, this is gonna be a very interesting choice of build for the Harris. So he's actually going for the Oracle, which you don't necessarily need. If you want to go for the sustain, it could have been so much better for him to go for the concentrated or even go for the full damage. But it's okay because he will be able to sustain a lot of the stuff that he want to do here. Full build already with the penetration on top of that. So now it's going to be very difficult for the hands of the Moskov now because he don't really have the with the rose gold as well, which is very quite necessary too. Interesting though, the Hylos is full belong to the COD. You don't really want to do that. You just want to go for the full on defense items. No wonder he was actually a bit too squishy. But top lane though, the Morphorus just for the take.
With the Phoenix as well for the info, it's more like a initiation phase, but still not gonna make sure any casualties will be taken out from Viper Matrix here. They're doing great at this moment. Lord is coming onto the way top lane. It's a 16 minutes Lord, so yeah, not so easy to take it down, but somehow Valiant Goals managed to take it down without any loss of inhibitors. So I believe they are in a better position still now. But as you see there, already the top inhibitor has been taken down by the Moscow. So I'll say like Valiant Goals are still going good with the macro.
That's what. They can always take a fight because they have the long lanes, right? And it's always gonna be a headache for Vipermetrics to deal with the long lanes all the time because, like I said, inhibitor already open and taken away. Whenever they want to go for the fights, the minions are always gonna be pushing in. And look at them now too. They have the long lane built up into the top lane side, and then again, they can go for any fight that they want. But Rico, look at him.
Okay, the penetration zone. Oh my goodness, look at the dive coming out from the Yuzong, but it will not be a
Oh.
fight. The proper full flash from Valiant Goals. He'll just give a poke, comes back into the safer side because more 48 seconds is for the third Lord to barge into the Land of Dawn. I believe they don't want to give this Lord into the hand of Viper Matrix because one Lord has been taken down and all your out turrets just got shattered down there. So now you need to stay back calmly and make sure that this Lord not falls into their hand.
You know, the thing about Valiant Ghosts is that they can drag this game as long as possible because they have the long lanes and they have a micro factor onto their side. You just have to do something with the decision making coming through from Vipermetrics. Either if they wanna go and have a pick off onto the Moskov, or they wanna go for the fight onto Kiyoshi here. But I would prefer them if they go for the pick off onto the marksman here right there. But then again, O2 is very careful. He doesn't really want to show his faces out onto the bushes here. He just doesn't really want to reveal out his position on top of that. They're setting up for a lane onto the bottom lane side here so that they'll be able to fight for the turtle, the lord rather. But Viper Matrix though, I don't think they want to let it go. But then Valiant Ghouls, they don't have to burst this down. They can take a fight if they wanted to.
Kyoshi is onto the job right now. If not O2 needs comeback, then Kyoshi will be there on for the
Yeah,
split. So
that's what.
he's still doing it onto the bot side. He does have the mobility, and now the
Yeah.
Black Dragon emerges, going for the zone. And before that, the Sodi got connected, but onto
Okay.
the terrace, and he's taking on a fight. O2 needs comeback, just went in there with the blink. But there will be this retaliation for Terizla, without the Terizla, I mean, they do have the Grok, so they might gonna go for the contest.
Penalty zone still onto the hands. Rico have the flicker as well on top of that. They can come. Oh, look at the set!
Oh, the set onto O2's comeback. He falls down. Feel the Phoenix comes in. Glorious pathway. And this will be the Harriet bursting down, penetrating up that high
Lane.
loss into the Lord Pit. But Kyoshi is still surviving. He's waiting for that retribution, that one chance. He might gonna go for the minions. Might be the MVP here. Grok falls down. Double onto Rika. Slain into the turtle. And Kyoshi. No. The final blow. The last hit from the Harriet will just take him down here. Black Dragon emerges, Lord coming into the way, and the minions literally played a bigger role in this game because just think, what if Jushin would have been there, not have been recalled back to the base to clear out those mega minions?
Yep, that's what I was talking about. Ichimura just had to recall. It was perfectly on time, but it was rather they lose the game. He recall and lose the game, or he doesn't recall and take the Lord and lose the game on top of that too. And there was no option that they could go for here. They just had to recall, give out the Lord, and try to go for the every possible way to defend it. And they are able to do so here. SOD!
Oh! My goodness, it's already connected.
Lord.
The Lord is going into the nemesis, and Moscow will just change the scenario and the fate for Viper Matrix Esports because it will be Team Valiant Goals taking on the win. I was thinking about it, Debbie. Like, if the SOD connected, if you reveal your position, and if the SOD connected, he will be just inches away from that base. And with a Moscow attack pit build, he'll just finish the game. Kiyoshi is the MVP, but this game was really great.
Wow, that was definitely amazing move coming through from O2 needs to come back. The buff onto the Lord. There was extra damage that he dealt. Amazingly well done. And I think it could have been so much of a cleaner game coming through from both of the sides. The decision makings were a little bit, iffy at times, especially when they were trying to go for the early stages of the game, which could have been so much easier if they were able to play with the fundamentals of their draft. But now I think they're solely dependent on onto the micromanagement that they have, especially from Kiyoshi, where he was able to steal out to the Lord when they weren't into their position too. But hey, that was amazing for them too as well. And I think it was a team effort that they were able to do so. MVP should go to Kiyoshi because he was doing everything with the lanes and with the fights, with the damages that he has done so far. But yeah, the cleaner, the game could go cleaner, but both of the sides, they did not disappoint though.
those minions going into the base, Chushin calling back for the base, and at that same moment, the Teresla and the Grok falling down. All these things are like a cinematic or fairy tale ending kind of thing for Viper Matrix, or you can say for Valiant Goals. But I love to say one thing: O2 needs comeback. That presence, that mind play he just played into the way, and the continuous lane pressure from Kiyoshi onto the bot, and O2 needs comeback onto the top was really the match winning factor for the side of Team Valiant Goals.
Yep, that was I would say they did play it really, really amazing. If they have any more chances, I think they could, the draft were perfectly fine as well. And when I see a good draft, I am really enjoying a good draft. But the result there wasn't really the best case. But hey, it's fine, right? Because we have another game, no?
Yep, we have another game. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be coming back for the fourth game of the night. That will be Red Disaster versus Dominator 7 Esports. And the newcasters will be joining you for entertaining you all. So be there at Algambo Esports YouTube channel. Do not forget to like the stream, share the stream to your friends, comment down whom you're supporting, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. And wait for the 128 matchup, that is the Battle of the Crown, which will be coming soon into the broadcast. Thank you.
Who did this? Who? Halt! Stop her!
Huh?
She's the one who took everything!
Who are you?
Wait!
Sorry, Eamon. Is this yours?
That was my mother's favorite doll.
Mother.
Left us because of her! We were forgotten!
No. It's not her fault. That was Mother's choice.
Then he's my...
Give it time. I can't stand that doll.
But it's us.
Who did this? Who? Halt! Stop her!
Huh?
She's the one who took everything!
Who are you? Sorry, Eamon. Is this yours?
That was my mother's favorite doll.
Mother.
Left us. Because of her! We were forgotten!
No. It's not her fault. That was Mother's choice.
Then he's my...
Give it time. I can't stand that doll.
But it's us.
Who did this? Who? Halt! Stop her! She's the one who took everything!
Who are you?
Wait!
Sorry, Eamon. Is this yours?
That was my mother's favorite doll.
Mother.
Left us. Because of her! We were forgotten!
No. It's not her fault. That was Mother's choice.
हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका यहाँ पे मोबाइल लेजेंड्स आदि 5 जहाँ पे चल रहा है मोबा वार्मअप क्लैश सीरीज जहाँ पे चल रही है अभी स्क्रिम्स वगैरह। और मैं वहाँ पे कास्टिंग रहा, मेरे साथ कास्टिंग करने के लिए जुड़ेंगी पीची और हम दोनों मिलके आप सभी का मनोरंजन करते हुए जाएंगे। तो चलिए, ये मैच इससे पहले के 3 मैच हो चुके हैं, चौथा मैच यहाँ पे स्टार्ट होते हुए जाएगा। और उसी के साथ जिस तरीके की जो टीम्स है, हालांकि अभी प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए आ रही है, स्क्रिम्स होती है प्रैक्टिस के लिए, और बैटल फॉर द क्राउन जो टूर्नामेंट होने वाला है उसके लिए टीम अभी जो है तैयारियां करती हुई। अभी यहाँ पे अभी क्या देखने को मिलेगा, जिस तरीके